Hi students. Hi students, welcome back to our class. This is Swarpa ma'am. Today we will discuss about the plasma membrane. Already we have started about the plasma membrane, you know very well. This plasma membrane structure, if we go, see here ma, this is a lipid bilayer. Always see here, plasma membrane is lipid bilayer. Okay, so the structure is not present, but the functions of the plasma membrane they have given for you. Okay na? So here, wait a minute, the plasma membrane, it is a lipid bilayer. It is a lipid bilayer. We know that plants are covered with outermost layer, cell wall. Bacteria is covered with outermost layer, that is cell wall. Again it has a plasma membrane. Every organism contains a plasma membrane, but all organisms doesn't contain cell wall. Okay, so here plasma membrane, it is lipid bilayer. How? If we go for the plasma membrane, let's think animal cell. This one is the animal cell. Okay, so it contains a plasma membrane and all the nucleus in the center and cell organelles is present. Okay, so this plasma membrane, if we go its structure internally, how it is present? Lipid bilayer, I said, just like matchsticks they stay. Okay na? So these are lipids. Bilayer, two layers. Okay, this structure only, if we see microscopically, the structure will be like this. In between protein openings, proteins are present. Okay, and like this. Okay na? This is the structure. This is the structure. So here if we go into deeper like this, these are the lipids only. In between big lipids and big one, again one is a protein. So these are lipids. Okay, lipids, bilayer, two layers are present. And what is this one? Proteins. These are the proteins. What is this opening? Protein, it's a pore opening mainly for the permeability. Always we will tell that plasma membrane is permeable. For the permeability, this is useful. Permeability means compulsory cell is undergoing many metabolic activities. Okay na? For during exchange of gases. Okay, what is the oxygen is to be required by the animal cell. Okay, for the cellular respiration means oxygen has to travel into the cell with this gap which is present between the pores, which is between the proteins. So whatever the gap is present between the proteins, with the help of that gap we are calling it as pores, just like a hole. Okay na? That pores will permit many substances, exchange of substances, whatever the mineral contents are there, vitamins, everything they move with the help of blood. Okay, but they move into each and every cell of our body, and plant cells and animal cells, in each and every, from the small bacteria onwards, they go into the cells with the help of the protein openings. Means there is a big protein globules. Okay, so these are also protein, these are lipids. Okay, these are just like a layer. If you draw, it will be looking like this. Okay, so what is happening? Compulsory, it is a bilipid layer. It should be how it is arranged. It is arranged in such a way that the substances should permit this side and that side, means permeable. It has to penetrate into the cell and move out of the cell. Any substance, maybe any calcium or any substance, it has to be permitted easily. That's why we will call it as a permeable. Plasma membrane is a permeable membrane. We will call it as a permeable membrane. Whereas cell wall, if you go for the cell wall, it is very thick, made up of cellulose, sometimes chitin in the fungi. Okay, now cellulose in other organisms like plants and bacteria, it is made up of cellulose, cell wall. Okay, here the plasma membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. Okay na? Proteins and lipids. This is about the structure of the plasma membrane. The permeability is important. Now we will go into the, we are going into the preparation of solutions. Preparation of solution. What is solution first? What is solution? Solution is nothing but solute plus solvent. Okay, that is called as solution. What is universal solvent? Can you tell ma? Universal solvent. Water is the universal solvent. Okay, water is the universal solvent. Liquid part we will call it as solvent. Solute, solid one, whatever mixing we are, that one we are calling it as solute here. Okay, now solute like salts, sugars or any chemicals which is solid, you can mix in the solvent, we will call it as solute. Okay, na? So solute here for you, example I have given is salt and sugars. We are going to mix it in the water. That time when we mix certain amount of like 5 grams of sugar in 100 ml of water, in 100 ml of water, it is giving rise to solution. It is giving rise to the solution. Okay, na? Hope you understood what is meant by solute and solvent. Okay, na? Solute and solvent. Another one is the preparation of saturated solution. What is meant by saturated solution? See here, ma. Solution is nothing but mixture of solute plus solvent is called as solution. Saturated solution means, see here I have taken only 5 grams of sugar in 100 ml of water. In 100 ml of water means very dilute, with taste it also less sugar amount. Okay, if you mix also immediately it gets dissolved. Sugar gets dissolved in the water. Okay, if we add 50 grams of sugar in 100 ml of water, do the sugar dissolve? No. Okay, na? Little amount will be like that only, settled at the bottom. Completely water becomes so sweet, the solution becomes so sweet, and other whatever the leftover sugar, it can't dilute there. Okay, it cannot be diluted there. So little amount of sugar is left over like that only. When we go on mixing the sugar, more amount of sugar than the concentration of the water. So concentration of sugar increases, concentration, we will tell that concentration of sugar is more in this one compared to this one. Okay, na? Compared to 5 grams in 100 ml, 50 grams is more in concentration in 100 ml of water. So that time little bit sugar will be left over like that only at the bottom of the glass of water. Okay, so that solution we will call it as saturated solution. Maybe salt you can add, anything you can add. So whatever, if it left until leaving like that only, settling of certain solute particle, we have to go on mix that solution, we will call it as saturated solution. Okay, now I'll tell you what is osmosis and diffusion. Okay, osmosis, diffusion. Now I said what is solute, solvent, solution. Osmosis, weaker concentration to movement from the weaker concentration to stronger concentration. Okay, or weaker concentration, or you can write it as lower concentration for your understanding, lower concentration to higher concentration, or weaker solution, I am writing in short form, solution to stronger solution. Okay, now lower concentration to higher concentration, weaker solution to stronger solution. I said what is weaker concentration, lower concentration? See here, 5 ml example, I'll tell you one example. They have given you kismis ma. Okay, now with the help of kismis, so what is happening, we will take water in a beaker. Okay, so water in a beaker, normal water first. Okay, in that we will be placing one kismis. Okay, so what is that kismis containing? Sugar. Okay, it is containing the sugar. What is this water containing? Nothing. it is not having anything. Means from the kismis, you know, okay, kismis now it contains sugar, means always from the lower concentration it is moving into higher concentration. Concentration of solute, okay na, concentration of solute, see here, lower concentration to higher lower concentration to higher concentration means, see here ma, we have taken the water, from the water with the lower concentration right now here, okay, sugar is higher concentration, water with little plus little amount of sugar, nearly 2 grams of sugar I have added. For your understanding purpose I am telling you, 2 grams of sugar solution, means water solution is there, water is containing a solute, which solute? Sugar, okay. So water plus solute sugar of 2 grams only, it is called a solution, it is called a solution, means it is containing little amount of sugar. Now sugar in the kismis is more concentration, sugar which is in the water is in more concentration, sugar in the kismis it is more concentration, okay na, compared to the sugar which is in the water. So what happens, what is osmosis process? During osmosis, from the lower concentration to it has to move to the higher concentration. So whatever the water present, nothing but the solution of sugar is present in lower concentration, that will enter into the membrane. It is always covered with the membrane, each and every cell of a grape. It is a dry grape, kismis is nothing but a dry grape, okay. Each and every grape contains sugar, more amount of sugar. When we eat we can taste it. So it contains each and every cell, okay. Cell contains plasma membrane, okay na. From that plasma membrane is now participating here in taking of the lower concentration of solution, okay. So lower concentration of solution moves into the plasma membranes of each and every cell of the kismis and enlarge in the size. So kismis, what will happen? It will swollen in the size when we put in the sugar water with very low, weaker concentration, okay na. So it means the transportation of the solution from the weaker concentration to the higher concentration of the sugar. Here what happens? Swollen of kismis happens, okay. So this is called as osmosis. When it swollens, we will call it as osmosis. What is main diffusion? From movement from the stronger solution to weaker solution, that is called as weaker solution. Same, exactly opposite to the osmosis, we will call it as diffusion process. Movement from the stronger solution to the weaker solution is called as diffusion process. Now with the same kismis and water only I will explain you, okay. See here, I said we have taken water with how much? 2 grams of sugar solute, this is solute, okay, plus water 100 ml we have taken, okay na. So this is weaker solution right now, weaker solution means very less concentration. What we have added? We have added the kismis, okay. Which one? From which we have what is happening? From the we have added the kismis again, kismis, or instead of kismis we can go for grape, original grape, okay. So original grape we will be adding here, okay na. So grape we will be adding. What will happen? The grape contains high amount of sugar, stronger solution, this is stronger solution, okay na. So stronger solution, what is happening? From the grape the sugars moves into the weaker solution in this way, okay na, in this way. So what is happening? From the stronger solution it is transferring into the weaker solution, that time we will call it as diffusion process. Means the grape contains high amount of sugar that is moving from the cell membrane, plasma membrane into the weaker solution. That process is called as diffusion. During diffusion the grape size, the grape shrinks here, okay na, the grape shrinks, okay. The grape shrinks, that one, by that we can tell that the diffusion of solutes have occurred from the grape to the water, from the grape to the water. Okay, so these are the experiments. Swollen kismis, another one also we can take ma, instead of grape we can also take in as whatever the swollen kismis which is present, which has obtained from the osmosis process. If we put in this one, swollen kismis has higher concentration. When it diffuses all its solutes into the water, what happens, again it shrinks, it comes to its normal position. That process is called as diffusion process. Okay, so diffusion process can be said by using the same kismis, or sometimes you can add the grape also, any even egg also we can use for the osmosis diffusion process, boiling the egg in salt water. Okay, so by that experiment also we can tell. Okay na. So this is about the osmosis and diffusion. Another one they have given for you experiment is potato. By cutting the potato, see here what we have to do. Osmosis process, during osmosis process we will boil the potato, okay, and cut the potato in such a way that just like a cavity we have to make, just like a cup we have to make the potato. Okay na, we have to remove this piece of potato and make a cup. In bottom also the potato should be there. What we have to do, we have to place it in a water. Okay, we have to place in a water in such a way that the potato should not be dipped completely. Only half of the potato cube should be filled with the from the externally it should be filled with the water. Inside in this cavity, whatever the cavity, in this we are using sugar solution with high concentration. Okay, high concentration. Okay na. So what happens if you go for the osmosis process, what is the main thing, from the lower concentration to the higher concentration? During osmosis process, what is the movement? Lower concentration to higher concentration. Where we have lower concentration? In water. Where do we have higher concentration? The cavity of the potato. Okay, so water from this moves into this one. Okay na, that is called as osmosis process. The cavity level, the sugar solution level rises there. Rises. You see the textbook? Okay, we have to cut the potato in this way, like just like a cup we have to cut. Okay, so the rise of the sugar level in that cavity rises due to osmosis process. During diffusion process, what happens? Why we are putting the potato here? Why we are placing potato? Because potato contains the cells which is contain the plasma membrane which is permeable. Okay, it is permeating the solutions. For that purpose we have used the potato. Okay, now it is permeating the solutions. Okay, just like a membrane, it is acting and permeating. That's why we are using the potato in this experiment. Okay, so during osmosis, from the lower concentration into the higher concentration they move. During diffusion process, what will happen? From the higher concentration to lower concentration, means in this way they move. Okay, during diffusion process. Okay, that is the main difference between the diffusion and osmosis process. Hope you understood this one. Tomorrow I will tell you about the filtration process. Okay.